Chat is up. Yeah.
I think we're rolling.
I can hop on and make sure we're up.
Okay. Cool. See if this is... Oh yeah, there we are.
See it?
It's working.
Does it sound good? Can we hear stuff?
Oh, I don't know. Can you hear us? Oh, you still hear. Yeah, there is a little delay, but it's working good. Okay, cool. Wow, we're leveling up the shine.
There you go.
There you go. Okay.
Do we need a sign?
Sweet.
So we can. No, do we need to see ourselves to make sure we're in
Not
there?
really.
We're in the. If you're not in the thing, you just tell us to.
Yeah, we're good.
What's up, Heather?
What's up, Heather? Aw.
Aw.
Emma's first shine. I love it. We got a whole new setup today.
All right.
I got
so,
a whole new
Yeah,
AV
we're
setup.
like,
What's up, Kit?
what's up, Kit?
Got a backdrop. We got a new angle. We have all kinds of new. It's awesome.
You know, you leave and me and Devin.
I know you
we
guys
step it up.
upgraded while I was gone
That's
for
the upgrade.
sure.
What's up, Sarah? All right, guys.
good.
So, we ready to go, Devin? We're good?
You're good.
All right. So, welcome to the Shine. Every weekish,
Weekish.
we get together. We talk about a light. We talk about a shine. We talk about a greatness. How it's in all of us, not just.
Some of us.
So,
Yeah.
let's get rolling right into what's been new. Well, we'll talk about your new because we're gonna today's talk is going to be a lot about what Shay got to do on her.
This last week was epic. It was one of the best.
I don't know. Epic's kind of like
Subjective. I get that.
very subjective.
For me, it was epic. I had an incredible time, and I can't wait to share it with
like
you
that
guys.
would be my worst nightmare. Anyways,
Yeah.
let's get going here. So, what else is going on? Got Thanksgiving coming up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what I've done that week.
What, you were Mr. Mom all week.
I know, man. Shout out to the single parents out there. Even though ours are like 13 and 21 and not hard to take care of at all. They're pretty much self-sufficient, but like laundry and a lot of stuff I do, but it felt like it's just not having you around. It's like
It was a lot
running
more.
around, and it was
Yeah.
like making
All
sure
the
this is
pickups,
there.
all the
pickups,
drop-offs.
drop-offs.
Mm-hmm. Making
Yeah.
sure the schedule is
Shout out to all you.
that do it alone for sure.
That's a real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, really, real deal. Yeah. I see that and you don't think it. But I guess, it's kind of like the normal. Like what's your normal? Like, it's funny
Yeah,
because we,
right.
excuse me,
What you're used to doing just feels.
we got to hang
doable.
out. Oh, we got to hang out with an Olympic athlete. It was
We
awesome.
did hang out with an Olympic athlete over the
Yeah.
weekend. That was super
Amazing.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of our really good friends.
Samantha Clayton.
Samantha Clayton's in the Olympics in 2000 as a sprinter.
The Sydney
and-
Games, yeah.
Yeah, in Sydney, in Australia. She's just a little, like a Spitfire. And it was a lot of fun just to talk to her about her.
What's up, Josh? Oh, I like the new look, all right?
Michael Harvey says, thank God the pretty lady is back.
Come
I
on,
love
Michael.
You, Michael Harvey.
Michael.
He's always so nice.
I know. He is nice. They all suck up to you. It's terrible, Michael. He always has. He's always a suck up to you.
He's one of my favorites.
I know, because he's a suck up. Of course he is.
Oh my gosh.
This is cool. I like it. No, yeah. So it was actually awesome. But getting back to normal, it was like, so she literally has. She had 4 children. Yes, she has 4 children.
Yeah. 3
but
of
the-
which are
triplets.
triplets. So, and
The older
the
one
oldest was like
you-
a year and a half when the triplets were born.
Yeah.
So when her triplets were born, she had 4 kids under 2 years old.
Yes.
Her and her husband. I mean,
Yeah.
they had, I think.
But I was asking, I said, "Did you nurse?" She goes, "Yeah." It was like literally just one after another. It was like back and forth and pumping. It
just
was like I said, you're like a feeding machine, like a 20,
4 kids under
almost like a
4.
7-Eleven, open 24/7.
gosh.
It's true.
So ridiculous. But she
Devin, right?
has
He gets it. Devin
he's
gets it.
laughing. He is
He's not sucking up to you. He's smart.
Mm.
Well, he's not learned yet. He will.
He will. No. So her mindset and what it took to come from kind of not a great background in
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
What show was the greatest show? One of the greatest shows, Birmingham.
I didn't watch it, but I know the answer to this. Do you know? Where
You know?
what show? It's a Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix.
Netflix show placed
Great
in
show,
Birmingham,
season.
England. It's a very violent show, so I won't
Peaky
watch
Blinders.
it. Peaky Blinders.
So good.
Yeah.
If you're a Peaky Blinders fan, the movie's coming out. I can't wait. Most of the
Anyway.
women like it because of the guy. I don't know his name, but
Is he cute?
apparently, I mean,
Yeah.
he was the Scarecrow in Batman. You got to be you're like a Marvel guy, aren't you?
I've seen him.
Really?
I mean, everyone's seen
You look
him.
like a like a
A nerd.
like a
Nerd.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, then I just trying. I didn't say it, but I thought about it. Like a Comic-Con guy.
No.
Yeah.
No?
It's not me.
Mm-mm.
Really?
No.
That looks like that's right up your alley.
It's not.
Like you'd be dressing in like purple and shit and being a.
That's fun. I think that's kind of a cool culture.
It's
I don't
weird
know.
when they do. Are the bunny? You ever seen the bunnies?
No.
They try. That's. I don't understand that part.
Are they an actual character?
I don't think. No, I think there's one that's. It's like there's different things. There's
As if
Comic
it's a
Con. There's like
character.
cosplay.
Cosplay.
Cosplay. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
You just dress up
Like,
like
the,
And whatever you want.
characters and whatever you want.
Oh.
yeah, it could be anything.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't. We really divert. Me and Devin last week we were all over the place.
I know. I go for a week and I can't even keep track of the conversation.
No. Yeah, but Birmingham. So
Birmingham.
Going back to Birmingham. So,
So
she's from
she
there.
was from Birmingham, and really just basic story is somebody saw some talent in her. She was on the football field, the soccer field, and she was really fast. And another coach said, "Hey, I think you're all right at soccer, but I think you'd be really great at track." So somebody saw some greatness in her and thought it would be worth her giving it a shot to develop what she could, and she took the shot. And continued that path for a while and was very driven, overcame circumstances which probably should have kept her out of the Olympics. And she just took it on as the opposite, as a challenge. Like, I am going to get there no matter what. And ended
she's
up
strong,
at
yeah. Her
20 years
mindset.
old in Sydney, Australia, halfway around the world.
And she's funny because
It's an incredible story. Just I
Yeah.
feel like it's a movie.
we have to get her on there because on here sometime. It's interesting because her main, most people say like I dream of going to Olympics. Her dream of going to Olympics was I wanted to travel, and she
It
saw
was her way out
Yeah,
of
it's her way out. She
England.
saw Australia. It's like I want to go to Australia. Okay, well if you make the Olympics, you get to go to Australia. She's like, I'm gonna make the Olympics.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that.
Yeah.
That's your way of travel. Like I'm gonna make that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So she got
Yeah.
her country to pay for her to travel around the world.
Yep. And now she's with Herbalife getting paid to go all around the world. She's in
Yeah.
how many countries she say? 47?
47 or 48 countries, I
countries
think.
she's
Yeah.
been through with Herbalife. And yeah,
Yeah.
she's awesome.
So cool.
But that was this weekend. Buckeyes won. Awesome. Getting ready for the showdown. Well, they got to make it through. Both of them got to make it through this week.
Who do they play this week?
So Ohio State is playing Minnesota and Michigan is playing Maryland. Ohio State's
They
home.
both should win, right?
Yeah. They should.
They should.
That's
yeah.
it. There's no guarantee. Don't should at
I
nobody.
know.
Yeah. I mean, but
Well, it would be great if they both ended up at next weekend undefeated,
Yeah.
right?
it'd be real good. Yeah.
That would be fun.
It's going to be a
Good.
great day. Dante's starting wrestling.
Tyler, I can always count on you too. If I did get more views if I did it on my own.
Tyler. These people. I'm the pretty one here, right?
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Tyler. Way to make me feel better. Yeah, so we got
Dante's our youngest starts wrestling Friday,
that. Yep.
which is a fun adventure. That's new to us.
Last year he just started, yeah.
he
Tyler
got,
he was a wrestler.
he was a wrestler. He was a really good wrestler, actually.
Well, let's not say really good. Let's not put his head up too much. He gives you a compliment and you said he's really good. You've
He
never even
was.
seen him wrestle.
No, but we talked about it a lot. We've had a lot of talks about his wrestling days.
Oh, he's one of those guys. Oh, how good he was. You never seen him.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, see?
D1
Yes.
All-American. I want to see the credential. I want to see that. Please verify. Hey, Devin, verify that. Tyler Young was he a D1 All? I got a fact checker right here. Devin fact check stuff for us. So
I think it's going to be true. Tyler Young would never lie.
never. That's it. Devin, what about you?
Not much.
He had to move back. Did you? hear
Yeah.
that?
No,
Yeah.
you did.
No, we're in the process. We're basically almost done.
Okay.
But he's no longer a big city boy.
I'm not.
You're just not
He's-
made for
I'm
that,
I'm not
huh?
made for that
He
life.
needs the 3
Okay.
trains. He needs the 1 stoplight, the 2 stoplights in town. That's all he
Okay.
Yeah.
wants.
Well,
Blinks after midnight.
I think that's good that you tried it
Yeah.
and you realize
Lamar, what's up?
were you
He's another great athlete.
Yeah.
Sprinter.
sprinter? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Just surrounded by great athletes
So
today.
so
This is
Lamar,
fun.
he would understand the story about her when she was like she was talking about some diversified. She qualified with
So
the
there's-
Olympic time.
So there's 3 standards to get into the Olympics. We're talking about a good friend of ours we had dinner with on Saturday night. She was a Olympic
2000
sprinter in
Sydney.
2000 in Sydney. So she's from England. So there's the Olympic time that you have to make, which she did to make it in. And then you had to finish top 2 in whatever qualifier. She finished top 2. And so she thought for sure she was going to the
You had
Olympics.
to have a British, yeah.
But she had to make the British standard time, which basically she described as Britain has it and America has it. There's a time that they have to make in order to basically prove to their country that they're going to compete at the Olympic level, and because the country pays for them to travel.
Right.
So she had to make it. She had only the very next week to qualify for that. So she had 1 shot. And
She shows up.
She shows up. It's raining, which is not uncommon for where she's from, but frustrating because she's trying to run the best time of her life to get into the Olympics when she feels like she already should have qualified. So a little mindset stuff going on. And then she gets assigned lane 1.
Instead of she had the fast, and the girl
And-
that she was running against, who from her country, was lane 4,
Lane 4.
which she had a faster time than her. So she was like,
And lane 4 is supposedly a better lane, right? Lamar understands that. Any sprinter, lane 4
yeah,
is
he
the
was
better
100,
lane.
he was 100, 200.
So
He did relays.
she pulls lane 1 and is like feeling pretty defeated. Like that's frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's no way I'm going to make it. There's no way I'm going to make it. And she's kind of in her head about it. And so she calls her mom
crying.
and is like, my dreams are going to be crushed. Like this over lane 1. Like I don't deserve lane 1. I deserve lane 4,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yeah.
right.
Lane 4. It's like, I deserve lane 4. I beat this girl out. Why does she get lane 4 and I get lane 1?
Yeah.
And so it was this mindset thing, a little bit of blame. We talk about that sometimes, a little bit of like, it's not fair. So she calls her mom, and her mom says, look, you're small. Lane 1 is best for smaller people. You're powerful. And then she started like reminding her of, okay, remember when at
were
this
lane
race when you were
1.
in lane 1. Remember at this race when you were when you PR'd and you were in lane 2. It's not that much different than
Yeah.
lane 1. Remember when you
won
she
in lane
like,
1, yeah.
Yeah, remember this one you won in lane 1. And so she just was feeding her confidence about being in lane 1. And then she was like, okay, maybe lane 1 is my lane.
Yeah.
Like lane 1 is my lane. And it literally, and the end of the story is she ended up
Having her best time
having
ever.
the best time ever.
She placed, I
in
think,
lane
4th.
1 in the rain. And then she
was like 4th, but it was like
got her into the
amongst like
Olympics.
because I think it was like Marion Jones
was
was in it.
Yeah.
It was like the
In the
top of the
worlds.
top
Yeah.
runners of the world going in
Yeah.
Olympics were in this. So she got 4th or 5th, which is like absolutely incredible
Yeah.
for her.
And made it into the Olympics.
Yeah, so it was awesome.
It literally is like the lesson we talk about. It's the mindset and your perspective.
Yeah, it wasn't any different.
It wasn't any different. And maybe in reality, right? There is some
Difference, yeah.
difference and there's some logistics to like lane
But if
1
she'd have had
being a
that
little
same
more
mindset without
challenging.
talking to her mother,
Yeah.
we wouldn't be.
She might not have run the same.
She would not have run the same. She probably wouldn't have been Olympics. She probably wouldn't
Yeah.
be where she's at right now
Yeah.
because that's what it made her a personal
like one of
trainer.
those-
She actually started
One of
becoming
those dividing,
Yeah.
like pivotal moments in life. And it's a really cool
Yeah.
story.
So
Yeah. I feel like
anyway,
it should be
yeah.
a movie.
It should be a movie, but it's awesome. But seeing Lamar in there,
Yeah,
I know he
I
would.
know.
He
That's
would
so
definitely
cool.
understand it. So, good. All right,
Perfect.
Dave. Yeah. So Devin, we did get verification. Tyler is a D1 All-American. Where's it at here? He did. I got a text. He's saying it on here, so he probably put the whole thing in there. So, all right, Tyler, you're right. You're the greatest.
See, I told
wrestler
you he
ever.
wouldn't lie. I told you he wouldn't lie.
I'm not really seeing his name on here, but I'm
It's
gonna.
fun.
It's a lot of.
It's
lot
a
of
fun
stuff.
sport. We didn't really have any experience with wrestling until last year. Dante was in 7th grade, our youngest, and he
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tyler. You were right. I'm
there
sorry.
you go. And Dante was actually kind of like coerced, drug into wrestling because they needed more wrestlers, and one of his good friends was like, please wrestle, please wrestle, please wrestle. And so he did, and he actually really liked it. He learned a lot. It's a sport he really likes, and I enjoyed learning
Yeah,
about it.
it's awesome.
We've
Yeah.
got a lot.
He
a
actually
lot
he
to
actually
learn,
got convinced. His reason why he did it was because they needed one more guy to be able to take a bus. That was the only reason why he did it. So his buddy talked him into it that he would help out. But
so
Lamar's
there'd
on
be
there.
enough people to bring a bus.
You know, like you said, his fastest 2 meter time was out of lane 8, which is awesome. Yeah, it is.
Being
It's getting
comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yes.
Man, if that isn't a life lesson,
Yep.
that's so good, Lamar.
And doing it when you don't need it. That's the other thing. It's like trying to make yourself uncomfortable.
That's hard for me.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
really
that's
hard.
not hard for you, but
Yeah.
that's hard for me.
No. So all right.
Forcing into a little bit of discomfort. Yeah.
Yeah. Me is like discomfort. Me is like getting a massage. God, I can't stand that. It's like you got to lay there and they wrap you in this towel. Ugh. It's like I'm so claustrophobic. I'm like, I remember one time I was doing a massage and she said, "You got to put your head down." I said, "I'm not putting my head down." She goes, "You have to." I go, "No, I don't. I'm not doing it." Work around it.
In the little thing?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
gosh, that was terrible. She making me. You ever get a massage?
I've not. I've got like we have a family friend that does it. We'll go like growing up with sports.
Yeah.
We go once in a while, but I've never gotten like a full
Legit?
on.
Massage, yeah.
Dude, they
I
wrap
just
you
think
like
don't
a
like
cocoon.
fun.
It's
It's
not
You don't
fun
like
at all.
You just don't like fun.
I know.
I do like fun.
It's
I
so
like fun. My fun
relaxing.
is like going out and like for 24 hours and
Running.
going on the canyon and like
We like
getting
hot
blisters.
rocks, maybe like the really
Oh,
hot
yeah.
rocks.
No,
That's
I don't
kind
want
of
anything that because then they sit on you and you can't move and I feel claustrophobic because I got
No,
something
they
sitting on
use
me and I
them.
don't like that.
They use them, the rocks, to
No,
massage your
how about I
body.
just no?
No?
No. Anyways, so
Anyways.
let's get to our topic. Our topic is we'll get some life lessons here. We already had one.
I know.
We could drop
really
it right
good
now.
life lesson.
But talking about your experience and health and the past, she scared the crap out of me today. So literally, I got up. I slept in. Usually, I don't. I slept in until 6. I was up.
99% of the time he's up
I
out
got a
of
little
bed
head
before
cold
I even
going.
think about getting out
And I
of
heard her
bed.
get up. I'm just kind of laying. I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here for. I got up, and then usually I go out and the lights on. She has her tea, and she's sitting on a chair. She always sits on the dog next to her, and I see there's no lights on, and I'm like, where the heck is she? Because she doesn't go upstairs. A backlight. If she goes in the back, we have like a back bar like area that I like to go into. The lights on, so I know it's back there. And I'm like, and there's nothing on. I can't see her, and I'm like walking. I'm like, where the hell? And so I look over, and she's like in this like meditative like I don't know
Well,
what
it didn't
kind of
look
pose.
like that.
It does.
Just
You were like, Mom, you weren't humming, but you should have been humming. And I was like, and it literally scared. I like walk. They don't think she's there. I'm like, well, maybe she went upstairs with the boys or something. I was like, oh, yeah, my heart's pumping. It's like I didn't like. Will Ferrell.
I was meditating.
Like Wedding Crashers. I would Will Ferrell you like
I
almost
was
got karate
meditating
chopped.
every morning. 30 minutes of meditation. That's one of the things I learned while I relearned it actually.
I
but now I'm
meditate.
actually going to practice it.
I meditate
I know, just differently.
just differently. See, I like it.
Yeah.
You judging
So I
my
went.
meditation? So
No,
you went.
I went to Carefree, Arizona, which
We
that just-
described it totally different. Deb and I did last week. Just so you
That
know, we were kind of
sounds-
talking about. We're like,
yeah.
yeah, I went to some weird place.
some weird place. No.
in the
I
mountains
went to
somewhere with monks.
Carefree, yeah, Carefree, Arizona.
So now you're gonna get the real story if you did watch last
to
week's.
a retreat center called Savannah, and it's its own little.
I thought it was
resort.
Nirvana. It's not Nirvana. It's Savannah.
Savannah. And you can go there and just stay, and they have a lot of offerings. You know, they have yoga and meditation and breath work and a full awesome spa.
No casino.
hiking,
No casino.
horseback riding. What else? There's a lot of things to do, but I was there specifically through the Chopra Center, which is Deepak Chopra's health and wellness arm of his whole business, and it was really, really awesome. My schedule, people were asking like, what are you doing out there? What's the day look like? And the day looked like 6:45 a.m. yoga and meditation, like a full 40 minutes of meditation. And then breakfast, which was fully vegetarian. And there was 23 of us together in this retreat, which was really fun because I got to meet a lot of awesome people that want to do the things I want to do.
There's
and
like
then,
23 people running the Grand Canyon rim to
Yeah, there
rim.
was,
Yeah,
yeah.
see?
Did you talk to them?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, good.
We didn't
Okay.
meditate. We were
You
like,
didn't
how you
meditate.
doing? Good.
Yeah.
Got a long way?
Struggling.
Yeah, good. It's a tough one going up. Yep. Be careful. Bye.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
I'm passing.
We had a little deeper conversations than that. But it was great. So then we had a break where we do spa treatments, relax, hang out by the pool. I actually did in the spa. They had a cold plunge. I did the cold plunge a couple times. Which, why are you laughing?
Well, how long were you in the cold plunge?
Well, not very long. I was cold plunge, plunge in, get out. Yeah, plunge.
You quickly dipped.
I dipped. Yeah, I did not. Well, I'm one of the ladies I was with. She worked herself up. She hadn't really even done it that much before, but she worked herself up to like 3 or 4 minutes before we left in 5 days. I thought that was crazy.
It was probably like, you know what the temperature was?
I don't know. It was cold.
I bet it was 40.
freezing
I bet it was
cold.
50.
It was cold. It was freezing cold. It was freezing cold.
This woman
It was
freezing
a
Devin.
dip. Dip was plenty, and no, they said don't go under. So I just
Why would
went.
they say that?
I don't know. They said don't go under, so I didn't go under,
Okay.
which was fine with me. I didn't need to push
So that
it.
means then you're up for cold plunges with me?
Yeah, like that I would. I don't want to sit in there for minutes at a time.
What if I told you that was going to help your Sabana?
Well, I know that it's.
Chopra.
I understand it. I get it, but
Or
when I
chi.
get in that water, it's hard.
Chi?
Chi, yeah, you know chi.
It's going to help your chi. See, you just got to use the right word.
Isn't that like
Yeah.
tea, chi,
Chi,
tea?
Chi.
chi.
Yeah. Hello,
Um,
Tanya.
Hello,
I
hello.
like having this thing up.
Yeah,
I can
this is
actually
cool.
read it.
I know. Now it's big enough for us to read. So yeah, I spent a week doing that. We had some educational topics all about Ayurvedic
Did I get out of the
lifestyle.
picture? Am I good? Am I still
You're
in the
good.
Very good. I can't see. I gotta move around a little bit. This is like,
Always.
I know. I need to.
Goodness. Oh Lord.
Okay, keep on going.
Are you done?
I'm getting comfortable. I'm like we're having a conversation, a coffee,
Okay.
a little
Tea.
tea.
Tea
We're having a
conversation.
tea conversation. I like it.
Okay,
but-
so what do you want to know?
So, check. I like doing the check thing. I'm a kid
You're like
with
a
this.
kid.
I am like a kid. Okay, so let's talk about that. So I know that you're excited, and it is, and I know I joke around with it because it's not my deal. But there's a lot of good stuff because you learned a lot of like healing and
Yeah.
but you actually had meat eaters with you.
Well, yeah. It was just a 5. It was
There's
also
some people
it
that
was-
like I figured like anybody going there is like you, like
don't care if they
it's-
eat
don't
meat or
care
not.
if they eat.
Yeah.
But you actually
No, it
had
was,
meat eaters.
Yeah. So it was all vegetarian meals, and it was a detox. It was, yeah. I know. So it was a detox. It was actually a 7-day detox as well. So we did all vegetarian meals, limited caffeine, no alcohol, which that's not hard for me. The caffeine, I'm used to drinking a good amount of tea, so I just limited the amount of tea I had. We added lots of fiber to our diet, and it was, and some Ayurvedic herbs in the morning and in the evening. It was awesome.
Tea every day.
Tea every day. Oh yeah, lots of ginger lemon tea. Ginger lemon. They called it Awaken. Ginger, just literally
Or like fresh ginger.
fresh ginger in hot water with lemon, fresh squeezed lemon. We drank that all day. It was
A
good.
little spicy.
A little spicy. Yeah, you could put honey in it. The honey cuts the like spiciness from the ginger, but it's really good for your.
So Ayurvedic living is what?
It is following the principles of
Ayurveda.
Ayurveda, which
Oh,
is
heaven.
comes from
Come get some. See that? See how that works? Good.
comes from the Vedic texts, which were
This is where I'm losing me now.
yeah, I know
Vedic text. or what?
Vedic texts, Vedic writings from which is actually where yoga comes from. Actual yoga, how we think of yoga today, is only one
Didn't that come from Brickman?
part. Oh my gosh, one part of 8 parts of like overall wellness living. So yeah, it's just one part of it. The rest of it is
So 8 yoga's 1.
yoga's one
Which
of
2?
them.
Do you know more?
Well, it's not number one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Which?
Well, a lot of
What's
it's
number one?
meditation. I don't know them all by heart, but I will learn them for you if you really care.
Well, I don't know. What do you know? Which ones do you know?
Well, there are a lot about meditation. It's
Okay.
a lot of mostly meditation.
So meditation into going to like, I've heard you can go into different universes.
Some people do, yes.
You just said some people do.
Some people do. I think they do. I haven't had it happen, but they call it astral projection. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
You haven't. Devin,
Astral
you're from
projection.
Bellevue, Ohio. You
No,
have
no,
not.
no. Everyone my age is into the astrology stuff, and that's kind of all.
Kind of related.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard. That's where I've heard it.
Yeah. There's also, I didn't realize this. So we actually had an Ayurvedic doctor come in, Dr. Suhas from, I think, Santa Cruz, California. And he is, does the Ayurvedic counseling, so health and wellness counseling, but he also does your birth chart, astrological birth chart,
Yeah.
which is really cool. But that's part of this whole thing, which I had no idea until I got there. But it sounds, the astrology thing sounded a little like woo-woo to me, but I don't know.
So you're gonna say like when this eclipse, isn't it? What's coming up?
Oh, the eclipse. This
I
was
won't
my
be here.
question.
I won't be
I
here,
asked,
so.
where? Oh, you'll be in Everest.
Wait, we just go like that. No, I'm gonna be in Everest. It's gonna be freaking. Oh. Did you hear Samantha talk about the plane ride?
I don't want that. I want to be here where I can look up and see the total eclipse.
But I'm gonna be able to be right by. I'm gonna be like close to the highest mountain in the world.
Yeah,
Like seriously,
I know.
up there.
I'm glad you'll be there and I won't be.
Would there be an eclipse there? No.
No.
I won't see it at all.
Well, you might see part of it. I don't know. You have to look at the map. Have you seen this? Have you seen the map? Where
It's like going right through
the
here.
path of totality. We're in the path
Does
of
it?
totality.
You know what that sounds like? Like
What?
I feel like a movie.
Well,
So
it's
totality
a
is like
big deal.
totality meaning it's
Dark.
over.
It's going to be completely covered. Solar eclipse. Total solar eclipse.
I got it.
Yeah.
that
Total
part.
coverage. Yeah.
Total coverage.
Yeah.
So
It's
okay,
gonna be awesome.
yes, is that a good thing? Is it? What are you supposed
Well,
to do?
I just asked. I said, what, because we talked a lot about living our lives and in natural rhythm. Oh, there's, see,
Yeah.
look. So
Dude, Devin's awesome. We got
look at that. We got the
totality
total
up there.
eclipse.
This map is brought to you by Smith and Young Roofing.
There you go. That's great. Yeah, so that's where it's going to happen across all of North America. I think North America is the only one that gets the actual totality this time.
And we're like right in
And
the
we're
mid-
right
in the
in
mid-
the middle of the
People
path
like
of
freaking out
totality.
about it.
Well, they're saying, I mean, just the local, like, governments are really having to prepare for it because, like, Norwalk, I know, is one of the main ones, and like making sure that they can even accommodate because it's going to
amount
be
of people.
Are going to be coming in. My parents even thought about like renting out campground space in our yard, and
Oh,
just
yeah.
people can pay to like come just
Yeah.
and they'll rent a
camp
bunch
out.
of porta
People
potties.
they're gonna drive
Yeah.
along this whole. It's like a big path though. Like
Well, they're not going to drive. They're going to drive flock from outside of the path to inside the path so they can
Yeah.
watch it when it happens. It's only a 4-minute experience at best. Yeah.
It only happens like I don't know.
Not
the
very
number, but
often.
not very
Yeah.
often.
can I videotape it? I can watch a videotape. Perfect. I don't know. It's kind of interesting that you're gonna like. I guess it's the one, but you can see it like if I'm like, okay, so where's the actual place that you could buy a camping spot in front of my house? There you go. What's the actual like? Do you know what it is like outside of the path? Like, are we like on the outside? Are we in the middle?
We're in the middle. We're in the path of totality. That's what it means.
Well, I get
are in
that,
the
but your
middle
little thing
of
you
the-
showed was like that's the whole path.
That's the whole path of totality.
Okay, so that
yeah.
looks pretty big though.
Yeah,
that could
it
be
is.
like from Tiffin to
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
mean,
big.
like yeah, look at that. It's like what's between the towns there in Ohio?
I mean, Cleveland, Toledo, they're all in
Right,
that
so I'm
path.
saying, like-
right. So it's not just our little
So why do they
town.
think like Tiffin's going to be like?
Well,
like, I know
because
they-
look at all those people that live outside.
And you gotta
They
think,
all flock.
But okay, so
because
I
it's
guess
not
my
that
question
far of
is
a
like,
drive.
what's the difference
Like-
between? It looks like a grid up there, right? So you're not on the path, but you're just outside.
Yeah.
You can still see it.
Not as long and not as significant. Mhm.
well, and I don't know. I could be so stupid here, but there's also less light pollution in like these
In the
maybe
country,
areas like
yeah.
this. So maybe that
Might
means
be
it'll
part
be
of it.
better. You can see things better. that could be.
So is this the way this thing is going to go? Like
Yeah.
it rotates like that. And that takes 4 minutes to go from the bottom of
No. Whatever spot you're on the map, it's up to, I think, a 4-minute experience of the shift,
Oh, so this happens every 7 years.
but not in
Not
the
in the
same
same
place.
spot,
Not the same
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah, not in the same place every 7 years. But
Interesting.
yeah. So, I mean, we have friends from Denver that they live in Denver and like a suburb, and they drove to Wyoming to watch the last one that happened 7 years ago.
Can you not look at it? Is that what this
They
is?
say you shouldn't look at it. You have to buy the glasses.
Yeah.
They're
Of course
super
they say
cheap.
that. Of course they say that. Like I should
Well-
make glasses.
You should.
Damn it.
They're already made.
Already made. I know somebody
made.
sent them in the. We got them sent in the mail.
Yeah.
Would you buy those?
No, I did buy some, but I didn't buy the ones we got in the mail. I did buy a book about I forget where I was, but I
She
bought a book
buys
about
everything. If it says like natural, it comes to our house. If it says whatever, anything that health or
So anyway, do you want to hear about what you should do during the? Oh yeah, unless we have the Canadian Wildfires
Oh,
again.
that's good, yeah.
4 minutes of complete darkness. Yeah, it's gonna be super cool.
Hello, Barb. Yep, I haven't seen you talk to Barb forever.
So I asked because we learned a lot. So Dr. Suhas was teaching us all about living with the natural rhythms of nature, right? So in the morning, first thing you should do in the morning is walk outside. So like get connected to nature as soon as you wake up.
Did you do that this morning?
I did.
Okay, you gonna do it during the winter?
I don't know yet. I'm not sure.
I see. I used to laugh at me. I used to go walk outside in my bare feet.
I know, but right. So it's
That's how
not
long
terrible.
I could see. It's different. I could go out there and see how long,
You can last. So
That would
it's
hurt.
just getting outside, connecting to nature first thing in the morning, and then meditation and movement, like a little bit of yoga, meditation, and then in the morning,
I do all that. You know what? I'm kind of good with that.
You
I
are
get
good
up.
with
I
that.
go get my coffee. I go outside. I
Yeah.
get my coffee. I go for a run.
yeah,
No stretching.
It's good.
Right at it.
yeah. So it's good.
That's my meditation.
So and then just winding down. We like the productive. A lot of us already live like this, unless you're a third shifter or a second shifter. But the most productive time of your day is like 10 to 2, where you're getting a lot of your stuff done. From 2 to 6 is kind of super creative time. But then from 6 to 10 should be your wind down time. You're like not super active, not super. Don't do a lot of work, don't do it's just like your resting time, and then you should be in bed by 10 or 10:30. So we were talking all about just the natural rhythm, and I said, okay, so what? And then we started talking about stars and astrology, and I don't understand any of that, but I was like, okay, so what is this solar eclipse mean for us? Like, what should we do? And it has to mean something significant. It's like happens once in 7 years. And do you want to know his answer?
I'm dying to hear it.
I bet you are.
Me and Devin
So,
are dying. I'm
here's
like,
the
I'm going to
thing.
do it.
Don't make any big decisions during that time.
Cool.
Because it's a time. Why are you making that face?
I don't know if okay, go on. It's a time of what?
It's a time where there is something happening in the universe, and you might feel a little unsettled. You might feel like you want to do something drastic, which you often do choose that. Don't do it around that time. Like, don't make any big decisions. Like, don't sell your house. Don't take a new job.
So in those
don't-
4 minutes or like.
No, around that time.
Oh, I was about to
4
say that's
minutes.
impressive.
See, me and Devin, it's not just me.
I feel like somebody's like trying
Were
to
you
ruin their
thinking
life
that?
in that
I
4
was thinking the
minutes,
same
yeah.
thing. I'm like, so
No.
you're trying to tell me, okay, I'm good
In
with
4
like.
minutes? No,
Yeah.
but in that general time, like
He thought the same
maybe
thing.
the
So
week
don't
before,
think
the
that
week after, you might feel like a little bit unsettled. You might feel like you want to move. You might want to. So just lay low for a couple weeks. Don't make any big life choices in those.
So
2
since
weeks.
I've already made that life choice, and I'm going to go to the Everest.
well,
I'm okay.
that's yeah, you're fine.
Okay, good.
That's good.
Yeah,
Because I already
yeah.
going.
I
Get a good
know.
Ticket.
So good. So
Okay. Do you hear that? That's a lesson. Don't
That's
make
a
any
lesson. No
3
big-
weeks. When is that? In April?
April 8th, I think.
So
it
don't
is.
make any decisions in the whole month of April.
Well, don't make any big life-changing decisions is the message. Don't nothing major. Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
You have a fun experiment to just like make as many big decisions as you can in that month.
I like that.
Just to see what happens. Challenge
Just to
the
see
universe.
what happens. Challenge the universe.
That's
Let's see how
right.
that works
I
out
like
for
that.
you.
Yeah.
See, Devin, there you go. I like that. Yeah.
Experiment with
Yeah.
it.
Let's see. Me and Devin are going to
Quit your
prove that.
job.
We're going to prove
sell
that.
your house.
We're going to prove that wrong.
Okay. All right.
That's good. Okay.
Well, Devin can do it because his major life decisions don't involve me, but yours do. We'll let
All
Devin
right.
be the experimenter.
Devin, you're the guinea pig. He's going to move to Cleveland.
Although
Okay.
you already,
I did that.
You already had some experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good that you did that.
Yeah.
So what else in this Ayurvedic living?
Just
So meditation is good. So meditation
Meditation.
is. I always thought meditation was like
you can. You can if
You
you want
can,
to
but you
chant,
don't have to.
but you don't have to chant. So the meditation
Do I have to close
that
my
we're
eyes?
taught, yes, you have to close your eyes.
Was
You
it
need to
like-
close your eyes.
I get claustrophobic sometimes.
I
close
know,
my eyes.
but you have to get over that.
Okay.
Close your eyes. There's a little guided. There's a Chopra uses. It's called primordial sound meditation. It's a very specific meditation. That's all. But you can do any guided meditation. The Chopra app has lots of meditations on it. There's another one called the Insight Timer, which is free. If you download the Insight Timer and probably Chopra, both, they do the free 7-day trial. You can just skip the trial and get it for free. But there's lots of meditations, whether you need help with your sleep, or you need to just settle your mind, or you want to bring abundance into your life, or you maybe have a big decision to make. Like they're categorized, and there's tons and tons and tons of meditations, and they're guided. So that's the easiest way to start, in my opinion, is to have somebody just tell you what to think about, and then they give you something to focus on, and you can kind of just quiet your mind. That's it.
So
It's
how do I jump in this universe thing?
I don't know. I'm not your girl for that.
Okay, Devin.
You need to find an
You need to
astral
figure it out.
projector to.
You
get
got to be a
some-
projector.
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm guessing.
Oh, I
Find
like
somebody
it.
who's done it.
I always
That's
see
just the
those
life skill.
random stores or like tarot card reader.
Yeah.
It's like in the most random spot. Maybe they
Yeah.
know how
Maybe
to do
they
that.
I don't
know.
do that because
Yeah.
I think that's opening.
It's
that's
usually
like Ricky
just
Bobby.
random houses in the middle of
It's all-
anywhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
That stuff's like Ricky Bobby. I mean, don't bring that evil into my life, Ricky Bobby. Don't you bring that evil in my life. I feel like that opens up the weird doors.
Yeah.
Like I think some stuff needs to be closed.
I don't know. I think it's what you think.
Did they ever talk about something that's always been interesting to me is, and this is something I think in a lot of religions and his like different cultures where different frequencies, like with music, that's something it's like healing,
Yeah.
and like people say like they've healed like uncurable diseases with music.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I
stories,
do that stuff. Yeah.
and like that's crazy because I mean,
Yeah.
music's so much more than how we see it in Western
Right.
culture. But like, did they
Yeah.
talk about anything like that?
They didn't talk a ton about it, although we did. There was actually there was a whole class you could go to on sound healing. And then during one of our yoga sessions, everyone's favorite part of yoga is Shavasana at the very end, where you lay flat and don't do anything. They
I
did.
do like that part.
That's everyone's favorite part.
That and I like child pose.
So they had they had a sound bowl, which is it's like a glass bowl, and there are different sizes for different notes. And then so it's like this big bowl, and then she
Like the
has
Tibetan
this,
bowls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she
Yeah,
it makes a sound.
Yeah.
And she did that the entire time we were just laying there in Shavasana. And I hadn't had the experience before with that. And I thought, because I didn't see it, I was laying there with my eyes closed, I thought she had audio playing through the speakers. And I don't know, I was laying there and I just got like, all of a sudden I felt like I was on fire. I was like super hot. All of a sudden, I was like, is that normal? I said, was that the bowl or was that the sound? And she goes, no, I was doing the bowl while you guys were in Shavasana. I was like, oh, I was different for me laying there. It was the only time I've ever been laying there. Like we didn't do extensive yoga. It was just a few little poses. And she said, sound can bring up all kinds of different frequencies can bring up different kinds of emotions or healing or sensations.
Breathing.
So
Breathing can increase. There's
So I think that's really cool to like kind of experiment with. And even on YouTube, you can Google different frequencies. Like they call it the binaural beats, where it's different
Yeah.
frequencies. And if you have the headphones on,
Yep.
yeah, I do think there's something. I know there's something to that.
we were
Yeah,
doing
it's super interesting.
Or Breathe, the book.
Yeah.
Breath. Breathe. They talk about breathing, and there's like monks.
Yeah.
All right, so I kind of like that, the Shaolin monks, and they could actually like breathe, and they would put them out into like freezing cold weather with wet cloths,
Oh yeah,
and they would dry off.
and they would dry them
By
from
their
the inside
breathing.
out, like because their
What?
body would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's a way you breathe, and it's a whole.
Now
I
that's
see-
another
but I
like
think-
mental state in my mind.
That's
too.
but I think that's the thing. I don't know if it's the healing you say in music as far as like what you believe, and you're getting down to like your mental and bringing your mental like be able to stop your heart. Like these guys can slow their heart rates down, right?
Yeah.
It's all mental.
So
So they're
We're-
able to connect their brain, because if you could do that, like you ever watched that another movie called Limitless? Great movie.
Yeah.
Limitless.
Yeah. Yep.
Bradley Cooper.
Great movie. Yeah, she watches all Bradley Cooper movies. She's like, it's like Bradley Cooper.
Who doesn't watch the Bradley
I know.
Cooper movies?
You don't even know what they are. But you don't watch any Adam Sandler movies. I don't get it.
What?
I know.
I
She
love
hates Adam
Adam
Sandler.
Sandler.
think
I
he-
love him as a person. He's an incredible person. If you read about
I
him and
shouldn't say
his
she hates
wife
him, but she
and
did
the
say that.
charitable things they do, and they're just super great people. I just don't love his movies. That's all.
It's great movies. But anyways,
Anyways, what were you saying?
I have no idea. Limitless. Oh, about your brain.
Yeah.
About how you're able, if you can tap into your brain.
Yeah,
Like, so I don't know if it's, maybe that's a meditation that helps you do it.
it does.
I mean, your brain can also make you see things too, which is
Mm-hmm.
like, I've never experienced a ghost in my life, and I have a really hard time believing there is. It's not. I'm very
Yeah.
open. I'm very. You know,
Yeah.
if there's ghosts out there, come show
Prove
me
it.
that you
Yeah.
exist.
Don't bring that evil into my room. Don't say that in here. I don't want to
This
hear no
is the
ghosts.
thing. I live in an old school that was supposedly
Oh,
haunted.
yeah.
I've like my old house was apparently haunted, and I've never felt even like a little bit like I'm more afraid
Creepy?
of somebody's in my house. Like I'm more afraid like
Like
there's
an
a real
actual
person.
You don't ever get a chill.
No.
Ever.
No. Again, it's the fear of like I'm scared like I'm gonna walk into a room and there's gonna be someone like stuck
Somebody
into my
standing
house.
But
there.
you never been in your room and just like it felt cold? You think
No,
that it just
I mean,
cold?
I'll get those feelings, but then I'm all like, there's even been times like where something happens, but then I'm able to like, oh, that's why that happened. There was
It's
no like,
never okay.
but there's people that have very real like they
Real
have scratches
experiences.
on their backs. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I don't know.
I don't need to talk. That's not The Shine. We're not talking about
We're not
ghosts.
talking about ghosts.
No.
One of Nick's fears in life. There's not many, but definitely ghosts is on the list.
I got
Maybe
a-
top of the list.
I got a
That's
lot.
crazy.
I'm not a big,
Maybe top of
Wow.
the
not a
list.
big heights
Yeah.
fan. I don't like ghosts, but I don't like heights either.
Really?
No. I don't. I
Really?
mean, I don't like to be like you look. I've been watching. She's funny because we were in bed and what is, I don't know what I watch. I don't know. It's on the Facebook.
And it's
like
just
the,
Instagram reels.
yeah, like the reels and
Mhm.
like all my and
Scrolling
how
through
it
reels.
knows like what you watch, right? So all my reels are like people like on these
Doing crazy
climbing
stuff.
up, climbing
Oh,
up
yeah.
buildings, jumping over, like doing parkour over top of buildings. Like, I mean, talking big. And she's like, I can't. You just watch like to be able to climb up the towers.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
all the way up
crazy.
the towers and they like that stuff freaks me out. But I love watching
And they're
it.
jumping, like base jumping off of stuff. And
Maybe that's your next challenge. You
Nah.
like you always talk about pushing
Yeah.
yourself.
I don't.
like,
You know what? It's funny.
maybe.
You know, it's interesting. I'm telling you, like we were Grand Canyon, and there we got a picture. I'm standing like this. I'm literally probably that away from the edge, and my gut was like to go closer. It's like hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm always, I feel like it's funny because like running, even when I was running there, like I always felt like something like being careful. Like, you don't feel like you want to like
you
jump
should
off.
be careful.
Yeah, I mean, like you kind of like
Real
it's like a
fear.
weird thing, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
always
you
like I
gotta
don't
be
want to be close.
careful
I know,
there.
so it's
Yeah.
like I get that gut feeling. That doesn't bother me like it was. I wasn't scared up there, but it was like
But you've jumped out of an airplane.
that don't bother me because you got a parachute.
Oh, that doesn't make sense. If you're scared of heights, I don't understand why jumping out of an airplane wouldn't
They
wouldn't
have a
scare you.
parachute.
That's crazy.
That
Your
is
brain's
crazy.
a crazy thing.
No,
Yeah.
Because that I'm not really afraid of heights, but like that's terrifying.
No,
Yeah.
like, I could base jump. I mean, I could do the
Really?
bungee jump. Yeah, that doesn't.
No
I
way.
jumped off that 50-foot cliff in Hawaii.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did that.
we did
That's
like
insane.
we
That
jumped-
was crazy. We were pulling up to it, and we had just a small little carload of people. We're pulling up to it, and there's tons of people, and that's the reason you go there. It's the southernmost point in the United States, and there's this 50-foot jump into the beautiful waters in Hawaii. And I was like, I'm taking pictures, and then we pulled up, and there's all these people in line to do it, like literally like a line of people who are gonna jump.
Dang.
And I'm like, come on, if all these people can do it, I can do it. So I'm like, I'm gonna do it. Marched myself right up there. I looked over the edge, and I was like, I'm taking pictures.
Yeah, no way.
I am not doing it.
How
no
was Lewis?
way.
Yeah, our son Lewis did it. I mean, he
He
was
was
like,
in high school.
yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So good. So I don't know. So a couple things on the song. Let's wrap it up. Getting uncomfortable. We
Getting
talked about that.
uncomfortable. Meditate.
Meditate, trying different. I think it is true. Trying different things. I need to. Yeah.
Try different things.
Get uncomfortable. It's like, yeah, maybe I do need. I do some meditation. I'm not gonna lie.
You
I
do
some
a
of that.
little.
Yeah, I do. But
I
my
think it's-
meditation, like I like my favorite thing to do for me is to run with no music, nothing else, and I kind of that's my meditation. I
zone
lose
out.
myself. I zone
Yeah.
out. Kind of what you do, don't you?
Yeah.
Because you let your
that's
thoughts.
That's part of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Just I'm running, especially when you do like a 20-mile run.
Yeah.
Is when you really get
Right.
good.
But if you could just sit quietly and close your eyes and just.
I feel like without the exertion, it takes me to quiet my brain. I have to be so tired.
Then
Then
your
my
brain doesn't quiet without the
That's the thing.
exhaustion.
Like when I was walking up at the
Maybe
canyon
that's something to work
or Leadville, it's like your brain quiet because you're so tired. Your brain quiet. It's the best
Yeah.
time. It's like awesome. You're just like you don't even
Yeah.
know. You're not even thinking anything.
Yeah.
You're just like
I think the more you do it, the easier it is. Just like anything else, the more you do it, the easier it is to like get your brain to quiet faster.
good.
And so I won't scare you tomorrow when you wake up
Yep.
and I'm
And
meditating.
now I know that
in
you're
the
doing
living
that.
room.
Yep. I'll probably be up before you because I got to be here at 6. So
Yeah.
yep. But awesome, Shine. Thank you, Devin. Thank
Yeah,
you. Any
thanks,
closing
Devin.
words? I hope.
This was a
Nothing.
good one. Lots of
Good.
lots of good lessons.
Appreciate y'all being on. How's it go? Remember, no, I
The
forget.
world
Need your light,
to shine.
I
We
forget.
need your light to shine, and you definitely need your light to shine.
Have a good day. We'll see you next time on The Shine. Love you guys.